What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Musings of Mary channel. I'm your host, Mary, and today we're going to be watching the penultimate episode of The Rising of the Shield Hero, with episode 24. So, last episode, we made this big revelation that a new wave is coming, and apparently it's coming in less than 2 days. Right now, obviously, I think, or not obviously, but I do believe that this is going to be the final battle of the anime, and it's probably going to be a sea battle, considering what we saw in the opening with a bunch of ships within the islands, if you will, right? So I do, since the opening has always hinted at things that's happened in the anime, I see no reason to deviate from that right now. Beyond that, we also have this entire situation with Raruku, who apparently I do believe is a sort or type of hero, except from a different system or whatnot. And maybe that's going to play into this, or maybe it's going to play into what happens after the wave, right? How exactly are they going to end this season and provide, a little something for it to go into the next one, if there is a next one, which I believe is a pretty high possibility. But in any case, let's just hope that this series ends on a high note, and I can't wait to see some action. Alrighty, I skipped the opening since it opened with the opening this time, and let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, there you go. Sea battle. Oh, and has Naofumi told his discovery to the other heroes yet? I'm assuming this is also going to be the battle that that lets them all work together, right? And then we shall see what the power is of them working together. Is there anything else, or is it simply sharing information? Right, we saw this before. And normally this is when the opening would come in. I love how mine still has a shot. No, she's here herself? Dang. Hi. Hmm. But that means the other heroes are going to be at a disadvantage. Okay, I guess judging by this, he hasn't told them of that discovery yet. Hmm. Does that mean they're all part of one of the heroes' parties? Since they also teleport together? I assume so. What's this? I would have thought those were depth charges if they were fighting undersea. Well, they are explosions. So they are kind of depth charges. Huh, I was right. Okay. Well, depth charge is made out of alcohol anyways. Ah. That's one cool looking monster. Boom. Hmm. Hmm? They can breathe underwater? They can hold their breath underwater? Or maybe it's because Naofumi isn't affected by alcohol. Yeah, it's CGI, but oh well. As long as it's properly animated. So that's Naofumi meteor shield? Yeah, I think he does. Never mind. Hyper beam? Ooh. Nice. Ooh. There's no way to retreat though. Ooh. So who's gonna come to a rescue? Laruku? Alright. Ah, a scythe is such a cool fantasy weapon. What are the other free Cardinal heroes doing? Ooh, one hit? Damn. Nice. Ooh, combo. So using a buff combo on a DPS. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, so I guess he's maybe part of the wave? Ah, so like glass, right? So it all comes together now. Back to, I was wondering why glass seems to have a higher, actual intelligence for, relative to the other monsters. So they have to have their own kind of civilization as well. Aha. Isekai, huh? They need to take over this world? Hmm. So even though they are heroes as well, they use a different system? So where's Glass? Dang. Oh, this is called AoE. Damn. Huh. So he's actually also saving them at the same time?
って悪いが、おとなしくしててくれや。
私たちの狙いは
俺だけか。やるぞ。
直文様。
うん。
わかりました。ご主人様にひどいことするならやっつけちゃう。
Dang. But how come he's able to come here before?
平気だ。別段痛くねえ。なんか力が入りにくいけどな。なかなか面白いもの持ってるじゃねえか。
兵と乗員の救助を最優先。無事な船に移乗させよ。
海に落ちた勇者様たちは。
彼らの仲間の冒険者が救助に向かいました。任せましょう。
These three are seriously useless. What?
あなたは戦いたくないのね。
頼まれて作った腕輪か。テリス。
大丈夫。別の子にするわ。
二人とも飲んでおけ。さっきのな。
Ooh, ignoring defense? うん。
まだ波は終わってないのよ。こんな奴らさっさとやっつけて母上とみんなで帰りましょう。何よ。
いや、ラルク、確かに防御力比例攻撃は俺にとって致命傷になるだろう。だが、避けてしまえばそれまでだ。それに、エアストシールドやセカンドシールドには無意味なはずだ。いざとなったら、そいつらを出せばいい。
そんな自分の手の内を晒すようなことを。
いいんだ。お互いの手札は見せ合ったってことだ。それじゃあ、行くぜ。フィオ。
Hmm. Ooh. 4 against 2, though. Now, my question is, why isn't the others there? Mm. Was that actually a combo?
あらかじめエアストシールドを防御に使うと話し、設置型の罠としての使い方を意識から外させる。その心理戦も見事です。
そういうテニスも攻めに守りにと自在だ。さっきもわざと派手に爆炎をまき散らす魔法でラルクを追撃から守った。確かにこいつらはい
I agree. Ah, here she is. Oh, Jojo.
リング
Just like that, huh? Oh. あ So got one episode left for the conclusion. Alrighty. And just what the hell were the other three heroes doing? Oh man. And there we go. The true identity of Raluku and Therese. To be honest, I actually did kind of consider this possibility, especially early on when Glass came. I already thought that there had to be more to these kinds of waves, considering that somebody with higher intelligence actually comes with them. That means that the other world must have society and hierarchy and structure as well. Now, the reason that I didn't eventually pin Raluku and Therese as people from the other world is because I had thought that they would only be able to come here when the wave happens, right? Like, theoretically, as far as we've known up to now, once the time limit of the wave goes to 0, all of the creatures or any of the other worlders from that other side would need to go back. So that is one of the questions that I have, and that is how Raluku and Therese managed to come here in the first place, before the wave even happened, or in between waves, if you will. So that's why I didn't really initially pin them as this part. But it does make sense, right? It does make sense. Now, the funny thing here is, so they are isekais, right? They come from another world. I'm assuming that those waves or those things that you see in the sky, they're sort of like wormholes leading to the other world, right? But if they are also heroes in the other world, does that mean that they themselves, Raluku and Therese and Glass, they are also, or at least Raluku, right? Because we're not really sure if the other two are heroes or not. Raluku, is he also an isekai to the other world, like an isekai of the isekai, and who's isekai'd here to try to conquer this world? That's food for thought, right? Because so far, all the heroes within this world, they've been isekai'd from modern Japan, right? Or I'm assuming it's all from modern Japan, but maybe, judging from their names, they come from some other places as well. So does that mean that Raluku himself also came from another place, isekai'd into the other world, and then became a hero, and now he has the task of coming to this world, and, you know, slaying the heroes there, defeating the heroes here, in order to conquer this world, and provide a safe haven for the original inhabitants of the other world, right? That is kind of intriguing. And also, what I can get from this right now is what I'm assuming it's like this. So the wormholes are really just a I guess, a natural phenomenon that happens over time, and that is the reason the Dragon Hourglass exists. It can measure these fluctuations and determine when the next wormhole will appear. And then, see, this is so, I'm not really sure. Right? So think of it like this, right? Waves has happened before this current iteration of heroes, right? With Naofumi and Ren and Itsuki and Muriyasu. So they've had heroes in this world before to fight off these waves. So does that mean that through all this time, the other world was trying to conquer this world with the help of heroes as well? But I don't think so, because if that was the case, then surely there would have been some kind of text or some kind of history written where they, you know, they knew the details of this other world, how they also have these intelligent heroes fighting for them in order to try to conquer this world. And since it hasn't happened, so what I'm assuming right now is actually they're just taking advantage of this wormhole in order to do something like this. Like, this is so confusing. Like, if it happened before, then how come nobody knows of it? And if it hadn't happened before, then that means that this is a relatively recent development, right? I hope you guys follow my train of logic here. So, what exactly... Lots of questions, which I have a sneaking suspicion is not going to be answered within this season, right? Probably next episode they're just gonna have the big finale. Naofumi's gonna fight off these three heroes, probably with the use of the Curse series. Whether or not the other three heroes, Itsuki, Muriyasu, Ren, are going to be of help, that remains to be seen. Like, seriously, they have been completely useless throughout the latter quarter of this show, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, they were useless before, but at least they showed some competence in slaying monsters and fighting, if you will. Now, it seems that they're practically side characters, which... I don't know. I'm still holding out on the fact that probably they're going to have to help Naofumi in some way, shape, or form. He's not going to be able to fight them all off himself, is he? At least I believe that would be better for the development of the story if the other three heroes actually did something, right? And yeah, I don't really know what else to say right now since there's too little information. Although again, I am glad that Glass came again. Like, seriously, Laoku is cool, right? And he's strong and all that. But Glass just has this, you know, this aura to her, which is cool, refined, and powerful and strong at the same time. And I also have this sneaking suspicion that she may be royalty. Right, she just might be royalty from the other world, or at least some kind of high-ranking person. Judging from her, you know, from Melty's reaction, and also Laruku and how he addresses her and whatnot. But again, it's just a guess, right? So yeah, like I said, not really much else that I can say right now since I don't have enough information to go on. There's lots of different kinds of theories in hand that I can think of right now, including the fact that, you know, maybe these wormholes are man-made and made by the other world, but somehow I actually don't think that's the case, because if that was the case, then why would there be dragon hourglasses that can accurately predict the timing of these wormholes? Of course, then we can get into another theory that maybe there's someone from the other world who wants to stop this invasion of this current world, and so that person might have came to this world first and created these dragon hourglasses for this world, right? I guess that's also a possibility. Although, like I said, this is all pure speculation right now. So, really, that was a big roundabout way of saying that there's really too little information of knowing, you know, of trying to predict anything right now. I guess the best we can hope for the next episode is for a good fight to end the season. So, hopefully, you guys will stick around and enjoy the finale with me on the next episode next week. So until then, I'll see you guys, and bye-bye.